Hello and welcome back to our TreblD Beach House series. In this video we'll demonstrate how to convert our TreblD modules into a professional workable model. The first thing we should do is make a backup file. We go to the File menu and choose Save a Copy As. SketchUp will automatically create another file and stick a 1 on the end of it. In this case it will create Beach House A1 and put it in the same folder that we're working in. We just have to press enter. Following the previous video, I'm working in the model scene, but we'll now move over to level 1 and navigate so our screen looks something like this. Now update the scene by right clicking the tab and selecting update. We'll open up our level 1 group with a double click. As you can see, our level 1 is made up of various modules. To help explain this next process, I'll select this living room and we'll take a closer look. If I double click again, you can see in the entity info box, this wall is in the layer shell. Shell in TreblD just means walls and floors. If we double click again on the shell, it will open up for editing. If we double click the wall, we can then select the windows and doors. Windows and doors are embedded or nested in the shells layer. So I'd like to change some of the doors and windows in our module, and there's also some excess lines here that I'd like to get rid of. So rather than trying to edit each module individually, we're going to break them all up and turn all the shells into one shell. And you can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs, so here we go. We'll do this in the shell explode scene. I'll just pull this into the info box over for a better look. Firstly, we'll select our group, which is level 1, and double click to open it up. And as you can see, we have a collection of modules. So we select them all by dragging a selection box right to left. Then we position the cursor over the group and right click and we select explode. Then we do it again, drag a box from right to left, right click and select explode. Explode is just the opposite of make group. If we take a group and explode it, it will revert to its former state. Now we drag another box. This time we right click and select make group. We move to the entity info box and choose the layer shell. And we name it shell L1. So in the instant replay, the first explode broke up the modules. The second explode broke up the shells. Then we chose make group to make it all into one shell. And we assigned our group to the layer shell and we named it shell L1. Now it's time to fine-tune our windows and doors. So we'll take a quick look at our pics just to see what we need to do. So we're still in the shell explode scene. We double click the group to open it up, then double click our shell. We now select the doors we don't want and hit the delete key. I need a new door in here, so I'll just copy and paste this sliding door. Use the select tool and grab the door by the corner. Tap the control key to make a copy. Then move the cursor over to the new wall where we want the door and click. I'll just move it over to this post. Now we tap the down arrow key. This will lock in the blue direction. We then zoom in and move the cursor to the top of the other door to reference the correct height. It's very important to set doors at the right height in TreblD. The base of the door frame must be at the bottom of the wall where it meets the floor. And I'd like to move the entry door closer to the stair to give a bit more room in the living room. We can check the stair location by going to the level 1 scene. And as you can see, we've changed scenes, but the shell remains open, so we just keep working on it. So we click on the door and move it slightly. The green light will light up. We tap the left arrow to lock in the green direction. Slide the door over towards the stairs and zoom in and click. Now we slide the door away from the stairs and tap the left arrow. Now we type 4 for 4 inches. If you're working in metric, type 100 for 100 millimeters. SketchUp will now move the door to 4 inches or 100 millimeters away from the stair. I'd like to change the door swing too, so we click on the door, right click and choose Flip Along, Components Red. The door will now open up to the other side. And I'd like to change this toilet window. We just need to put it in a more discrete spot. So we select it and using the Move tool, we tap the Control key to make a copy, place it on the other wall and grab the window in the middle at the top. A little purple light will show up on the window to say that we are at the midpoint of the window. Then we slide over the top of the wall to find the center of the room. A blue light will come up and a note saying midpoint. So we click to place it. So now the center of the window is in the center of the room. Now we grab the top of the window and tap the down arrow to lock in the blue direction. And we reference our window height from the old window. And delete the old window. Now that we're happy with our doors and windows, we're going to explode them. But we'll do that in the next video, so please feel free to join us for all the action.